that happened after I moved to the farm, basically immediately after I moved to the farm, and everything was going great. I had a major injury that I told you about. I didn't get into too much detail about it, but I had a major injury in Costa Rica. I went down there for a vacation, and there was this, a big bonfire on the beach, and everyone was having fun. I went to bed in the hotel. I wake up. I decide to go back to the bonfire a few hours later. It's like 2 a.m. at this point. The fire has gotten a lot smaller. I pick up a piece of driftwood off this beach, in this remote beach, right? I go up to throw the driftwood on the fire. And the reason the fire had gotten smaller is the people that had been at the fire put out the fire by burying it in sand. And they buried this huge bonfire that was about the size of this room in sand. And so now there was just a little fire with sand covering hot coals about 4 feet leading up to it. And I'm walking up to the thing, barefoot, right, in a bathing suit and a t-shirt with a piece of driftwood, and my foot goes into the sand, into these hot coals. Immediate realization, I fall back. So if I'd fallen forward, my face would be burnt. I ended up immediately realizing what had happened. 3rd-degree burns on both feet, the top and bottom of my right foot, and strangely the top of my left foot, not the bottom, thankfully. And the nerves were completely burned off my feet. So after the initial shock of it, I wasn't in pain, which was the weirdest thing. And I looked down, and there's a couple people came to my sort of assistance and were putting water on it, not feeling anything. I'll get graphic because it's crazy, but the skin is just falling off my feet.
Oh, my God.
I get helped back to my room. I'm not wanting this to be, it's the first day I got there. This really ruined my vacation. I'm not feeling pain because the nerves are gone. So I'm literally like trying to clean it up with like some nail clippers, chopping the little bits of burnt flesh off. And
do you have photos?
I do, yeah.
Of this?
Yeah.
Like when it looked like that?
Not online.
No, on your phone.
I have not even.
I need to see.
I haven't.
That sounds insane.
I haven't even talked about it online. I didn't. This is the first I've talked about it online.
Yeah, I never knew that you were injured.
I didn't want to talk about it. I just didn't. It was crazy. I ended up spending 2 weeks in the hospital in Costa Rica, and then was medevaced on an air ambulance with Charlie.
Whoa, Charlie, you were there for the whole ride?
Yeah, with Charlie, yeah. And
did the nurses take Charlie to go potty?
So I had some friends who came down, who were coming down anyways, and they took Charlie.
Oh, Charlie.
They looked after Charlie for 2 weeks while I got driven to the San Jose hospital.
Hi, Charlie. What's up?
Yeah, and she was worried.
She's adorable, man. Yeah. She's such a sweet dog.
Yeah.
And I know the people that are seeing her out now, like, oh, she's kind of freaked out. But normally she's not freaked out at all.
Oh, yeah.
She's super sweet. She runs up to everybody and wagging her tail. And
yeah.
Super friendly.
So anyways, I got to this hospital. There's a surgeon from Colombia who worked there. It's a great hospital, thankfully. Came out, he said, looked at my foot, said, we're taking you immediately into surgery.
Oh, my God.
And they did skin grafts off my leg. And they took skin grafts like the size of a football off my right leg and stapled 60 staples to staple the skin into my foot. And then I come up out of surgery, and the doctor says to me, which I think he was trying to make me feel better, but he said, well, the good news is you'll probably be able to live a normal life. He says to me, it's the first thing he says to me.
Oh, my God.
And I can't move. I had morphine going into my back. Couldn't feel anything below my waist. I thought I was paralyzed. They told me I wouldn't be able to feel anything below my waist while I came out of it. And then I'd spend 2 weeks in a hospital bed, and I was not able to get out of the hospital bed for 2 weeks. This is debatably too much information, but it's interesting. You get very constipated from all the medicine that's going into you, and you end up not being able to, go to the bathroom for about a week, but then you ultimately have to go. and you can't get out of bed because your foot has to remain elevated.
Oh boy!
So
this
this is
you
where
gotta drop a log in a bucket.
you got to drop a log in a diaper.
Oh Jesus! And then someone's got to clean your butt.
And then these Costa Rican nurses come in
Oh, boy.
and clean your butt.
Oh,
and it was just
Lord.
a really interesting
God.
moment of clarity for me, where you realize you're humbled as a human being, and you realize, oh, this is I've lost all ability to look after myself, and you just kind of end up having to just kind of go with it. And it was, to be honest with you, I still think about that sometimes. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. No, I'm just kidding. But they were very nice. The nurses were very nice.
It's very sweet of them to take care of you like that.
And
so you can't put any weight on your foot because the bottom of your foot is that skin graft as well, or just the top?
For the next exactly, and it was very delicate. The skin graft for the first.
No, was the bottom skin grafted as well?
Yeah.
Really?
It's all around, very, very.
The bottom of your foot, like the sole of your foot, was skin grafted.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy because I would think, like, how do they skin graft that? Right?
So,
does your footprint come back in the same way? The ridges, the dermal ridges? And everything?
But it's not perfect, though. It's interesting. It was a World War II doctor who invented the way of taking these skin grafts. Actually, they did it for burn victims in the war, and they invented some really, I don't know the word for it, but some tool that actually takes a micro thin layer of skin. So micro, I don't really have a scar on my leg anymore. It's very,